This may be the most important election in our lifetimes, and I agree with you on that. But I also fear this may be the most important election in our country's lifetime. You know, we find our nation at a crossroads right now. The choice that we face as a nation is absolutely critical. You're going to see some things unfold this week in the Supreme Court nomination process. It's going to make the differences very, very clear. You've got a Democrat Party that's going to try to destroy a person because of her religion, because of her family. Our nation was founded on the basis of religious freedom. They're going to throw that to the wind. They want litmus tests that have to do with life and religion and freedom. So watch carefully. I think America is going to watch carefully too, because this is going to awaken the silent majority that we have to have turn out for this election in November the 3rd. You know, I think that Chuck Schumer summed it up for the Democrats best when he said, everything is on the table. He said they will not waste this Senate majority if they get it, and they will act fast. Let me translate what Schumer is saying for all of you. They're going to pack the U.S. Supreme Court, which means they're going to go from 4 justices to 13 justices, adding 4 more seats to the highest judicial body in the land. They're going to rip our Constitution apart, because what will happen? They will put activists, liberal partisans onto that bench. They'll do it because they want to create an alternate legislative body, a super legislative body when you think about it, because these will be justices with life terms who will begin to legislate without any accountability to us. That's what they're trying to do. We cannot let that happen. That will set off a chain reaction. Think about the next time the Republicans win the Senate. They'll add more justices. We'll have 100 justices on the Supreme Court before this. This is crazy, it's ludicrous, but they're going to be pushing it. They've already teed up to make the District of Columbia a state. They'll probably add Puerto Rico too. What does that mean? 4 more Democrat senators. That's what they're after there. They're even talking about tossing out the Electoral College. Let's just let the largest states in the nation, California, New York, let's let these states determine who the President of the United States should be. This is where they're headed. And if you look at their policies, this Green New Deal would absolutely destroy our economy. It would insert the government in every aspect of our lives. Medicare for all, you're going to hear a lot about health care this week. What they want to do is do away with the insurance that we get through our jobs. It's the only way their plan works. They want to do away with our private insurance, and they want to impose a one-size-fits-all socialized healthcare system that will destroy the healthcare system here in America. They will ration our healthcare. That's where they're headed. And if you think about their policy on policing, Sheriff, you know I've got your back and your team's back 120%. But when they talk about defunding and dismantling the police, this is absolute lunacy. You know, in Chuck Schumer's world, chaos and violence will rule the streets of America. As I cross the state, I'm talking to Tennesseans every day about what concerns them. Their biggest concern right now is getting our economy going again. Jobs, the economy, that's what's front of mind. That's where we need to be focused. That's why they responded so well to the fact that they're going to have a businessman representing them in the United States Senate. We need more people with this type of DNA. People that have actually met a payroll. It's on the front of a check as well as the back one. Folks that will bring common sense into that legislative body. That's why the president has put me on the Economic Recovery Task Force that he structured to help get our economy turned around again, to get the pandemic behind us. And that's why back in January 2011, I was appointed to be the head of economic development here in Tennessee when we were working our way through the last recession. We need people that understand how jobs and the economy works. It worked here in Tennessee. We'll make it work there in Washington too for America. But to get it done, We've got to put this pandemic in our rearview mirror. And it rarely is talked about. But what's happened this year has been transformative. The president has put in place a fast-track process with the FDA that now has about 100 vaccine candidates in the pipeline. 5 of them are now in human trials, which means they're very close to having the vaccine ready for production. As soon as the FDA approves one of these vaccines, right here in Tennessee, we're going to run the distribution at FedEx. We're going to be able to manufacture and distribute that vaccine not only across America, but all across the world. That's American innovation, and that's executive branch innovation that will make a huge difference. So I'm very optimistic that we will be putting this pandemic behind us. We've got to, and it should happen hopefully by the end of the year, beginning of next year.